Hello and welcome! This is Rooflemonger, and my friends, the Ermac and Movado trailer dropped for Mortal Kombat 1, and there's a lot of interesting things going on here. Not just so much that Ermac is cool, and yes, he is very cool, not so much that just Movado has some very interesting options as a cameo, and he has that too, but there's a little bit with Reptile which is very illuminating. In that, it looks like the patch what comes with Ermac might be a sizable balance patch, as Reptile's doing some things he can't normally do. But I guess we'll get to it when we get to it. But Ermac looks really cool. Visually, I think this is the best he's ever looked. Has a lot of the classic Ermac isms, if you will. And without any further ado, let's just rewind a little bit here and start and break everything down. So the trailer kind of just really gets into it real fast. They're showing Ermac can do some stuff. So out of the gate, quick normal, and we're going to see this normal a couple times in the trailer, into an EX move that just causes a crumple state. From the crumple here, stand 4, 2, I'm assuming, and then we have this. So whatever the string is, it looks like a 4-2, I don't know. But whatever the string is, it leaves you in an airborne state, and once airborne, they're canceling into an EX special that immediately grounds Ermac and causes another capture state. So we have a crumple state for combo ability, and we have another capture state, and there's going to be a lot of capture states in this trailer, by the way. Ermac is not going to be hurting for combos. So after this, we're going to go for a knee, which leaves him airborne, and then we get a fly cancel. So Ermac is a character known for his levitation, and it's definitely going to be returning here. Strikes quite the pose once he begins flying. And then after the fly, goes for air jump 1 and re-lands and goes back for that same knee. This time they let the knee string rock, and then hey, here's our pal Movado. So we got an ambush call here that kind of rebounces the enemy, so combo ability. We have a lot of cameos like this. Although we'll see throughout the trailer, Movado comes in through a variety of angles, which I'm assuming you have full control over. And then the string here, we see the classic telekinetic slam out of Ermac. Ermac's always been a host of souls in one body, but this time looks like they're really leaning into the we are many part, as a lot of his moves have like effectively like a ghost army helping you out. We can see here as well, Ermac begins to charge a move, but then dash cancels out of it, so there's going to be some tricky aspects to the character. Goes for the normal we saw earlier, has a string that's just a natural launcher. The Ermac teleport punch. And then, hey, Movado rejuggles again from a different angle. Ambush call again, and if you can control the angles, that could be very interesting. Gonna go for the same string again here, and then it rebounces the enemy, and then we're calling in a different kind of telekinetic grab. This time holding you in place and coming down with the double knee drop. Double knee drop, favorite move of wizards everywhere, it would seem. So we're seeing already like multiple ways to pull off his telekinetic moves. Could be alternate takes on the move. Like this one is specifically more of an anti-air version. The other one is more of the classic version. Guess we'll have to wait for launch to know for sure one way or the other. And then here we get a little taste of the Movado cameo throw. Slides in, uses the stretchy elastic things, hits you, moves out. Like that's all he does, right? Like in Deadly Alliance, that's basically the entire character. Other than the fact that he stole Cabal's hook swords, like there's nothing to him other than the stretchy bits. Which is why Movado is a cameo and not a full character, right? The whole time Deadly Alliance was the thing, I was just mad that we had him instead of Cabal. Cabal is a legend, Movado is a bum. But anyways, back to the trailer. So we start off with this fun string here. Like by itself, it's just like hitting the knockdown. It's nothing revolutionary, right? But I like the idea is that he's calling the ghost of a boot. He could kick you, but the ghost is going to kick you instead, right? Like I like that. It's just some nice flavor. Then we have this. So after the knockdown, Movado hits you. And, what? Like, if you play other fighting games, you're like, oh yeah, it's just an OTG. Mortal Kombat does not do OTGs like other fighting games do. This is kind of different. I don't know if this is like signifying like a rule shift down the line or something, but it's certainly very different. The rules might be changing up just a little bit, going by this. And then we have this. So Ermac has some kind of spirit buff. Not sure what it means, but it gives him some sort of spectral armor. Next up, we see a big soul explosion. We jump and then do an air combo. 1, 2, something. Maybe this is part of the buff. It looks like it's all one natural string, and he teleports down right away into this giant pillar beam which rebounces the enemy, so combo ability, once again, is going to be very high with Ermac. We're going to see that boot again into Enhanced Telekinetic Slam, which is another capture state. Holds the enemy in place pretty as you please, and you have all the time in the world to do whatever you want to do next. So we get another air string, knocks down the opponent, and Movado shows up, and what is he doing here? So he's laying down a landmine, Predator style it looks like. And yes, this is also another ambush call, right? Because Ermac called it mid-combo. And traditionally, these are pretty strong in Mortal Kombat, any kind of trap, especially one that holds Kung Lao in place, as you can see here, right? So another capture state. We're going to see that string again here, which could be 4-2. And this is the proper string. Launches the enemy, more Movado calls, more ambushes, more restrings. Like, a lot's going on with this character, as you can see here, not the least of which is this giant ghost skeleton. So whatever this is an EX move. You can see the flash at the start. And not quite 1-to-1, but the ghost demon thing sort of looks like Shinnok's demon form, just a little bit. I'm sure it's cosmetic, but it certainly looks cool as hell. Like, Ermac has all sorts of grabby, ghouly ghost hands, banshees, and now whatever this thing is. And then enter Reptile. This is where things get just different, because Reptile's doing things he can't currently do in the live build of the game. So that means almost certainly there's a patch coming with the character. So we start off here. This is going to be the same string that's launched. We've seen a couple times now. Teleport punch into fly cancel in the string. Once again, Ermac's going to have the combos, y'all. Then we get this silliness. So summon call for Movado, and then this Looney Tunes act going on here. So Movado stretches the opponent into you, and you both just bounce off each other, I guess. I'm assuming it only damages the enemy. Otherwise, this will be the best way to kill yourself if you know you're going to lose the round anyways. But yeah, the animations are pretty good on this one. I'm a fan of this. Next up, we see Ermac's back throw, and like everything else he's doing, very visually impressive. Reptile getting grabbed by the ghoulies, as it were. Then this nonsense. So stand 3 canceled into Falling Fang, except no Falling Fang. What? So this is something he can't do right now. Apparently Falling Fang, you could just not do the move. If you don't know the tech, by the way, stand 3 actually leaves you airborne, which is why you can cancel in Falling Fang. But regardless, he can't cancel Falling Fang. But don't worry, it's going to get bigger in a second. So Reptile run into pretty big normal by Ermac, gets bopped. And then this. This is an all-new move. This move does not exist in the current build of the game. It's a proper projectile, but it's not his standing spit, which is limited. It's a full projectile, but it's also not his force ball. That's something else. So this is just an all-new move, also all-new animation. Other games, you're lucky to get a new move a couple years into a game. I guess NRS puts new moves into random patches. So whenever Ermac comes out, maybe pay attention to those patch notes, because probably going to be some goodies in there. But besides that, Ermac bops him with EX Teleport Punch, which is a launcher. So much combo opportunities here. We get a string follow-up, that knee into fly cancel. Again, we see that. Into a bouncing air string, into stand 4, into EX Telekinetic Slam. Sets up, oh, by the way, here's a landmine. Bop them into the landmine after an air combo. Re-combo. And keep going with the strings here. Now, here's another telekinetic slam. We got a lot of styles of telekinetic slam around here. But yeah, Ermac's got the combos, y'all. And the crazy don't stop, because we got this. What's going on here? What is this? Movado is hitting Shao with effectively like an alpha counter. You may know it as a V reversal, drive reversal, whatever. But it's a get off me move on block. This is more of a Street Fighter style of trait. So we have OTGs now. We got this. Is this Movado only, or is this something everyone can do with a cameo and they're going to add that in the patch? We'll find out soon enough, I guess. But whatever it is, it's big. Definitely need stuff like this after all the Janet Cage block strings we're figuring out. That's for sure. But hey, let's keep the party going here. So we're going to see that same juggling string that we saw earlier, right? Fly cancel, bop 'em, land, dash, another string. Dash after this rejuggles the enemy to another string, Then EXTK Slam, once again, he's got the combos. We're going to fly into nothing, just a style on the enemy, I guess, timing maybe. And then yet another string into Fatal. Ermac's combo ability is going to be among the higher in the game. I think it's very safe to say. As for the Fatal, hey, Movado does the only thing he can do. Look at my rubber bands, y'all. Rubber band kick, that's the only thing I've ever had. It's the only thing I ever will have. Meanwhile, Ermac's been watching his Lord of the Rings Return of the King, because he's summoning the army, y'all. And using more fun telekinetic powers, make sure the army doesn't have to work too hard, bringing Shao directly to him. Then sending them on their way with just like a big old ghostly energy beam, because why not? And then it's the fatality time of the trailer, which I can't do on YouTube, because you know how this works. But anyways, so Ermac, Movado, and whatever these balance changes in the patch might be, these new moves, these new options we're getting, all very, very, very interesting. Ermac looks great, like aesthetically looks great. As far as his options, he has so many ways to cause capture states. His combo ability, just his ability to juggle, it seems out of this world, seems fantastic. Movado seems strong enough here, has ambush calls that rejuggle the enemy. He has an ambush call that's a landmine, right? A landmine that is also a capture state, so there's definitely going to be some stuff there. The maybe alpha counter, I don't know if that's specifically him, or if that's going to be something that every character gets added, because with Reptile getting new opportunities, all new special moves, who knows what they're adding to the game with this patch. It's going to be an interesting one, that's what I'll say. Just going by this, it's going to be a very interesting one. And I guess that's the trailer breakdown, so stay tuned to the channel. I'll try my best to cover Ermac as he comes out, and the patch, especially if it's what I think it'll be, then don't worry, we'll have a full breakdown on everything there. And until then, well, that's the video, so thank you very much for watching. Hope this video has found you well, and go out and play some Mortal Kombat.